Hello and welcome. Today in this video we are discussing whether the given two-port network is symmetric or not, and that condition we are checking in terms of Z parameter. So let's understand first when we can say network is symmetrical. A network is said to be symmetrical if the impedance measured at one port is equal to the impedance measured at the another port, with the remaining port open circuited. Or another definition is a symmetrical two-port network has same characteristic at each of the port. That is, input impedance and output impedance is same with remaining port open circuited. Or another definition, a two-port network is said to be symmetrical if the input and output port can be interchanged without alternating the port voltage and current. In other words, same definition we can express. A network is said to be symmetrical if voltage to current ratio measured at one port is equal to voltage to current ratio measured at other port with remaining port open circuited. Voltage to current ratio means nothing but impedance. Then input and output port can be interchanged without alternating port voltage and current, because we want to say here that network is symmetrical when voltage and current ratio at input port and at the output port is same with the remaining port open circuited. All definition has same meaning. Now let's see condition in terms of Z parameter to check whether the given network is symmetrical or not. These are standard Z parameter equations. V1 and V2 are expressed in terms of I1 and I2. Now, impedance at the input port when another port is open circuited, that is output port is open circuited. Open circuit means output current is 0. So in this equation, let's put output port is 0. So when output port is 0, Z11 is equal to V1 and I1, because we are interested in a input impedance at input port. So we can use only equation 1 to get input impedance, that is Z11. Now let's measure output impedance when input port is open circuited, that is I1 is equal to 0. Now output impedance means ratio of V2 upon I2, and I1 we are keeping 0, means this term is 0. So we can use second equation to get the output impedance. V2 upon I2 is equal to Z22. Now what is our symmetrical condition? For network to be symmetrical, the ratio of V1 and I1 when output port is open circuited and ratio of V2 and I2 when input port is open circuited, these two ratios should be same. So for a network to be symmetrical, V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2. If this happens, then only our network is symmetrical. So that means for network to be symmetrical, condition in terms of Z parameter is Z11 should be Z22. Now, if the question is like this, for a given network, find Z parameter and check whether the given network is symmetrical or not. What you have to do? Find the Z parameter and then check whether Z11 is equal to Z22. If Z11 is equal to Z22, then we can say given network is symmetrical. Otherwise not. So this is the condition in terms of Z parameter to check whether the given network is symmetrical or not. Thank you.